Hi, Democrats. Today is Monday, October 23rd, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Monday. Okay, this year is just ticking away. It's just ticking away. In 3 weeks, we have an election we have an election in Lawton, but we have an election kind of all over the place. In 3 weeks, we have another election. In 5 weeks, we have filing for school board and municipal in about 5 weeks. A lot of stuff is happening, and I hope you're paying attention. But it is Monday. And if it's Monday, I have to remind you of how many mass shootings we've had in this calendar year in the United States. We've had 638 mass shootings in 2023. 638. That is up from 622 last week. So in 1 week's time, we've had 16 new mass shootings. And when I say mass shootings, I mean shootings where 4 or more persons were shot in addition to the shooter, because a lot of times the shooter shoots themselves, or the police shoots them. But I mean 4 folks in addition to the shooter. So in 1 week's time, we've had 16 mass shootings. In 1 year's time, we've had 638 mass shootings. I just say that to remind everyone that it is past time for us to have common sense conversations about common sense gun laws. And yes, I'm saying it that long, clumsy way because I want you to remember we've got to do something about the gun laws in our nation and particularly in our state. So I've been traveling a lot more lately and reminding people what Oklahoma Democrats stand for. And what we stand for is well-funded public education, access to affordable health care, no matter what your zip code is, and access to economic opportunity or jobs, right? That's what every Oklahoman wants or wants for their neighbor. Education, healthcare, jobs. That's what we're all about. And so today I kind of want to talk about some news topics in those categories. So with regards to education, well-funded public education, right? That's what we stand for, well-funded public education. The Attorney General has filed a lawsuit where he's suing to overturn the Catholic charter school that got approved, right? It got approved to take state dollars for a Catholic charter school that's going to hire only, one type of educator and only take one type of student. And so our Attorney General is suing to overturn that. That is aligned with what our belief is. Well-funded public education. Don't take public tax dollars and give them to a private or charter that is only going to focus on a narrow slice of our population. Healthcare. We are finding out that the governor withheld, hold your breath because I know you're going to be all shocked by this one, but that the governor withheld COVID data during the pandemic, which communities were affected and how. And then additionally, they withheld numbers regarding COVID deaths in veterans facilities. So they were making decisions on guts and not data. And then they were hiding the data so we wouldn't know how bad or uninformed their decisions were. That's what you get when you get a businessman who's not interested in governing, but really just wants to be the king. That's who we have as a governor, is a guy who wants to be the king, and he will not give us all the information we need to make good health decisions, information that he has access to help us make good decisions about our health. It's scary and it's disgusting. Then there's a mix. This one crosses the line, straddles the line. Walgreens has been all over the country. Walgreens employees have been walking out because of working conditions and wages. Oklahoma hasn't been participating in it, and it's because somehow the word wasn't getting to the Oklahoma Walgreens employees. They now know and are contemplating participating in the walkouts that are coming. And so that's a healthcare / economic opportunity issue, right? Because they're walking out because of wages. Wages is one of the reasons that they're walking out. But another economic opportunity issue is ban the box. I haven't talked about this in a couple of years, I think. So when you're applying for a job, there's a box that says, have you ever been convicted of a felony? If so, explain, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's a movement that says that box is serving to rob a lot of people who have done their paid their debt to society, and is robbing them of an opportunity to earn a living. And so there is a movement afoot that says, take that box off and give people an opportunity to earn the job. If they qualify for the job, if they show up for the interview on time and they're a decent interview, give them an opportunity. And there's actually some legislation that is being promised to be put forth in the next legislative session about getting rid of the box. And so that's an economic opportunity. So I just kind of want to put it on your radar. It's on my radar, and we'll start talking about it again in February when everybody is turning in their bills. Now I want to talk about national stuff. You know, I don't really want to, but I have to. The speaker race has now just turned into more of a circus than it needs to be. There are now 9 people who are vying for the seat, 9 people who are trying to get 217 votes, including Oklahoma's Congressional District 1 Congressman Kevin Hern. I guess he said everybody else is involved, and I looked at that list of 9. And Kevin Hern's name is the only name I recognize. And I think if I didn't live in Oklahoma, and if he wasn't my congressman, I would not have heard of that name. It's a bunch of names of people that we don't know. And I don't know if that means that they, other than Kevin Hern, because we know who he is, but if that means that they're not flamethrowers, maybe they're not the most extreme, maybe they may be common sense candidates, who knows? It's so many of them. Who has time to do the deep dive? They need to get their conference together and put together someone that at least the Republicans can agree on. I don't know. It's crazy. And then local. I want to remind everyone who's watching me, who's involved in the party, that tomorrow is van training. Tomorrow we're offering virtual van training. You can go out to Mobilize, and I think Scott will put it out here. Go out to mobilize.us/OK Democrats. Sign up for the van training. And then sign up. That's the only way that you're going to get the Zoom link. But sign up for the van training and join us at van training. This is the number one thing that comes up. I don't understand van. How do I use van? Who's going to train me on van? Well, now we have a professional coming in to teach van tomorrow virtually, so you can do it from home at 6:30. Go out to our website, okdemocrats.org. Sign up, and I hope to see you there. I'm going to be taking a refresher course, so I will be there as well. That's tomorrow, Tuesday. And then on Wednesday in Oklahoma City, the Oklahoma Democratic Party will be hosting a private screening of Killers of the Flower Moon in Oklahoma City, 7 p.m. Go out to our website, okdemocrats.org/flower moon. Sign up for that. I hope to see you there. I am excited. I'm going to try to figure out how I can take a nap so I can watch the whole movie. We're going to be at a theater that has unlimited drinks, so it's going to be great. Come join us. We are privileged because former Osage Chief Jim Gray and his son Henry Gray will be joining us to give us kind of their take. Of course, they've seen the movie. The former chief actually consulted with the makers of the movie to try and make sure that it was as true as it could be, given it's a Hollywood movie. But they're going to come and give us their take. I'm super excited about it. And just another thing about Chief Gray and Henry Gray is, sadly, they are descendants of victims of the Reign of Terror. So I think that's a unique perspective. Come out, hear them talk about that. That is Wednesday in Oklahoma City. okdemocrats.org/flower moon. Buy your tickets, and I hope to see you there. Also, I'm only here to talk about electing Democrats, so I have to remind you right now, as we speak, there are two special elections happening. There is a Senate race, Senate District 32 in Lawton. Our candidate is Larry Bush. If you can make phone calls for him, go out to our website and sign up for that. If you can join in the caravans that will be driving down to help knock doors, sign up for that. That election is on December 12th, so it's coming up really quickly. And then the special election for House District 39 in Edmond. That race, the primary is coming up. I don't know the date of that, but the primary is coming up on that. We have two candidates in that race, and that's Reagan Roth and Paul Timmons. That race is happening right now. So if you're wondering what can I do before next November, here are two very specific examples of ways that you can get involved right now. Whew, that was a lot. I'm gonna I'm gonna end there because I don't know if you can take in any more, but you got a little bit of a break. But tonight at 6:30, join Scott Hamilton on the Hamilton Report, where he's going to be joined by Cal Hobson. That's tonight at 6:30 at the OK Democrats Facebook page and YouTube page. And if it's Scott and Cal, that is going to be a fun conversation that you don't want to miss. I'll see you tomorrow at 4:15.